I love that my shower has become like a second filming location. This is where I do my intros now. I just stand in my shower. Hey guys, what's up? I hope you are all doing super well and having a fantastic Thursday. Today, we are gonna be doing a video that was actually a suggestion from you guys, and I thought it was such a great idea. And that is going over all of the products that I have tested since January of 2021. And it's all like the TikTok made me buy, Amazon gadgets, overly sponsored products that I have purchased. I just realized my necklace is hiding under my shirt. So that is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna kind of like go around my house and find all of these different products that I have personally been absolutely in love with, and also talk to some of the products that I didn't love as much and some of the worst ones that I tried. And one of them was actually one that I liked originally, and I have some like necessary thoughts to talk through. So come and join us. Subscribe if you haven't already. New videos here every single Thursday. Click on that notification bell so you don't miss out on when new videos go live. And give this video a thumbs up if you want to see a roundup of all of the best and worst products for the end of the year, which is my personal favorite videos to film. I love them so much. I feel like I do them for everything. Drugstore makeup, high-end, kitchen gadget, like the whole everything. Love me a good top 10 list. So let's dive into the first category of products, the ones that are currently in my bathroom. And we're gonna start with one that is actually like literally on my counter right now, and that is the Gimme hair ties. I'm gonna show you guys up close. Hopefully you guys can see they have a little G on them, and these are just sort of the regular ones. I also bought their ones for thick hair and also for long hair, and I find the universal ones are the ones I go for the most, and I will like go out of my way to find these now. These don't catch on my hair at all. They are the most comfortable hair ties that I have ever used. I use them for myself, my daughter, and they just make such a difference in my ponytails and them not hurting my head. Like, I'm actually going out and buying some more, so I have a full stock because I cannot get enough of these and I have to have them in my bathroom at all times, and if I lose them, I panic. I'll like hunt around my bathroom for them. I'm like, no, I need my hair ties. A product I did not like was the Sand and Sky, like a jelly-like mask. The one that I ended up trying was fully discolored. It was like gray and it was supposed to be purple, which kind of weirded me out. It felt like it wasn't something that was a normal thing. The product said that it was like up to code in terms of the expiry date and things like that. It just, I've been very nervous, and the thought of putting it on my skin, I was just like, I don't know, probably not a good idea. The results of it in terms of like from a tightening perspective weren't anything to write home about. I have other ones from the drugstore as well as high-end ones that I like better, and that whole discoloration thing, but yet hadn't expired kind of just weirded me out. A product that I do love, and this is not sponsored, though I have worked with this company before on RachhLoves Life, and that is the native deodorants. These actually tested on this channel because they're ones that I see ads for all the time and people rave about how fantastic they are, and I have had like good and bad experiences with aluminum-free deodorants. But I bought 3 of them, I tested them out, and I was so excited by how much I love them. This one in particular, the eucalyptus and mint one, is like by far one of my favorites. And then I ended up working with them on RachhLoves Life, which was so cool because I think the brand is fantastic and the products are amazing, and they come out with all these new scents all the time, but I found those to work really well for me as someone who comes from the like antiperspirant world, the perspirant world. We all perspire, but I've normally gravitated towards like antiperspirants for most of my life. So in gravitating towards the deodorant side of things, it's been, for the most part, just like a swing and a miss, but these have been amazing and have really impressed me. And now let's take a minute and remember the disaster that was the fruit mask machine.
Welcome to use Smart Fruit Facial Mask Machine. Please add pure water.
Okay.
Please add collagen peptide.
I'm sorry.
Start button.
Stop yelling at me. It just broke. Huh. Guys, I feel relaxed already. The little tablets that it came with weren't the best quality ingredients. It said on the website that it was collagen, and then it was some sort of derivative of collagen, and then it didn't really form into like a full mask, as you saw, as I attempted to like, you know, just slap it on my skin. All of the fruits and everything that you put in also get heated up to like a really hot temperature in order to kind of bring them all together with the collagen. And there was a lot of back and forth and debate from professionals in the comments, you guys who are dermatologists and estheticians, on just in terms of the safety of some of the products that you're kind of mixing and putting together. And so it's a cool idea. It is really neat. No. I wanted it to work so badly though. interrupting this video to include another product that apparently in editing this video I forgot to mention, and that is Function of Beauty. And this one I wanted to like refilm and actually tell you guys about because I feel like this one is important. And basically Function of Beauty is creating customized shower products. Basically they have body wash, shampoo, conditioner. I think they have a bunch of other stuff that they've launched recently as well. And so you put in all of the information on your hair type, what you're looking for, all those types of things, and then it spits out this formula and they send it to you. And so when I initially tried it, I had really liked the results. I liked the way my hair felt and looked and all of these different things. But then things changed because I was finding with postpartum from Connor that my hair was kind of falling out, which is totally normal, something that is very common and happens a lot in pregnancy. And so I was noticing that it was sort of continuing on beyond the point that I had expected it to stop, and it was like coming out like aggressively. And so it took me a while to realize that I think it was the Function of Beauty, because once I had stopped that, then the hair loss seemed to subside. And so it took me a while to figure it out that it was the Function of Beauty, the products, not the postpartum hair loss, that was causing my hair to fall out. And it's crazy, a lot of people talk about that, and that's sort of a side effect of the product. And I guess it seems to depend on what you end up putting into your shampoo and conditioner. I assume there's a chemical that is causing this in a lot of people, but it was something that I had noticed, and I am flagging now because whatever was in that, it seemed to have stopped as soon as I stopped using the Function of Beauty shampoo and conditioner. So yeah, not a great product. Did not like how that ended up working. So I just wanted to like give you guys a heads up. So now back to the video. Now I need to bring you back to my desk area because we need to talk makeup. The makeup products that we have found so far in 2021 have been, I mean, at least these ones are just incredible. They were so freaking good. I have been so impressed with a lot of products that have launched very recently and from brands that I haven't used in a while that have made this like massive comeback for me. And so I want to talk about them. I want to talk about my favorites, the products that really blew me away this year. And we're gonna do that while I clean up the disaster that is my desk right now. All right, that's good. Okay, so I want to talk first product, which is right in front of me. This is the NYX Marshmallow Primer. I am almost out of this primer. It smells a little sweet, a little marshmallowy, but not in an overpowering way, and it just helps all of my makeup to stick to my face so nicely. I have it on right now. I have all of the products in the makeup category that we're gonna talk about. I have it on my face right now. Oops, that was my bad. So, the primer. This is one of the first products, honestly, that I've used from NYX in a while, in at least probably close to a year. And this was one of their new releases and I fell in love with it. And I've been using it a lot, even under my eyes. And it just helps all of the makeup to not sink into any fine lines, pores. It feels nice and hydrating on the skin. And I'm obsessed with this. Next is a foundation. This is the KVD Beauty Balm, and there have been so many interesting arguments back and forth on whether this is overhyped or not. For me, this is one of my favorite foundations right now. This is more on the full coverage side and it is more on the hydrating side. So I can see how it's not for everyone, but for me, this just blends out beautifully. It works well with cream and powder products on top. It gives me that nice kind of like airbrush kind of look to my skin, and it still looks like skin. It doesn't look too cakey. And I've hit pan on it, everyone. I'm very proud of myself. That doesn't normally happen because I test so many different products, so you know it's a good one. And also a little bit goes a long way because it does look very small here and I was worried about that. But again, I think I tested this in what, February? Maybe March? I don't actually know. And I love it. I love this foundation. Voila. Yeah, hoo-ha. And now I want to talk the Fenty, I just hit myself in the nose. The Fenty Eye Brightener. This is the Bright Fix, and this is sort of, it's something you could technically use just standalone, which I have done before, or I pair it with a concealer on top, and it just cancels out any darkness under my eyes. If I wanted to highlight anywhere on my face, like, you know, along the tops of the cheekbones or along the bridge of the nose, anything like that, I can also use this product for, and I find it to be just a very nice formula. It's not too heavy, it's not too watery. I feel like it covers really well. You don't need a lot, and I can see why everyone is obsessed with this. I've been using this a ton recently. But put it away. And then, ooh, okay, now eyes. This product for me was a game changer. I have it on my eyes right now. Game changing product for me for 2021. I fell in love with this new technology, and I was so excited and how well it worked. It is the Kiss Falscara kit, and specifically the number 3s are the ones that I like the best. This, I believe, is the volumizing ones, which I think is number 1. Can't find the numbers anywhere. Oh, number 2. Number 3 is the one that I like best. But I wanted to show you the packaging because all of my other ones are just in these like little tiny containers. But this is basically a system of false lashes where you take these little individual pieces and you basically stick them to the underside of your lashes with like a very thin kind of like bonding glue, if you will. Glue sounds bad. Glue sounds really bad. It's this right here. You need a teeny tiny amount just to make your lashes feel a little bit tacky. Kind of brush it on, and then you place these sections all the way along, and it's long lasting in that I don't feel like they're gonna like fall off my eyes, but if I need to adjust them, I'm not worried about like tearing out my lashes either. And then on the other end is the seal. The seal for some reason is like this almost white color, which I find kind of annoying. I wish it was more on the clear side or black. And this is just supposed to help seal, get rid of any stickiness. So I use a very, very little amount of that as well if I need to. But I find it works really well and they look fantastic. I have zero mascara on my lashes right now. Like nada until, oh well, the lower lashes obviously, but none on my upper lashes at all. And this has made such a difference. So when I want to look really glam and not have to worry about doing the whole mascara thing, this works really well. You do need to remove the bond. That was one thing that I saw a lot from you guys in the comments and questions about like actually removing them. You can either use a little bit of a makeup remover, like a micellar water, just to kind of help to lift some of that adhesion, but they come off really easily considering how well they last throughout the day. And then afterwards, like I'll put them in their little case thing, and then I'll just use makeup remover on my eyelashes. Not as much as I would need to with like mascara, doing that like full thing, but just enough to kind of get rid of any of the glue that's kind of there. I hate saying glue because that sounds terrifying. It's not like a glue, it's just like a little mildly sticky mascara, and I love it. I love this whole system. And then, are we almost done cleaning up here? Oh, we're so close. A little stash right here of products and things that I'm testing. I've been testing a whole bunch of different products and I have some new favorites and things like that. So I want to do, I don't know, favorites or like, ooh, you know how Taylor on YouTube, that Taylor does like, she does like the speed round kind of thing. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll do something like that because I love when she does those. Only a couple more products to put away. Okay, so the last one is the NYX Shine Loud lipsticks. Basically what it is you put on this like lip color, you let it sit, get a little bit tacky, and then you put this gloss over top, and it like, I was just like rubbing it and it wasn't coming off. Will it last all day out in the heat with like all drinks and snacks and meals and everything? Like, no. It will start to kind of pill over time is what I found, but it did last significantly longer than any matte color or lip gloss or any like long wear product would, in such a beautiful way. So the way that I've been wearing it most recently, because I find this looks the most natural for me at least, is that I will take it and I will put it on my fingertips and then I'll kind of smush them together and then I'll press it into my lip, and it gives more of like a soft airbrushed kind of a look. And then I'll put the gloss on top and it just looks like I have a really like soft gloss on, but it's a lot more long lasting. Actually, I need to put some more of the gloss on. I just had lunch. But these have been a really good find. The other color that I really like is the Life Goals. That's, I think, the one that I tested in the video, and it's also really pretty. They're not an everyday product for me, but I do really like them. Okay, now we're gonna go around my house because there's like a bunch of like random stuff that I want to show you guys that I love. Oh, actually, before we go downstairs, I'm wearing some of the products. So first is this chain right here. I bought this off of Amazon, and it's such a beautiful chain that goes with anything. Like, I can wear it on its own, I'll layer it as I'm doing today with the like bigger, heavier chain, and it's such a nice classic piece that I feel like goes with everything. And then these shirts right here, these are the comfort color t-shirts, and I pulled this out of the clean laundry because who puts their laundry away right away? Crazy people. Okay, you're not crazy, I'm just really jealous. And these t-shirts, this by the way is a size, I think I got a size large in this one, and I bought another color which is sort of this like pretty almost salmony pink tone, and then black as well. They wash so well, they do not wrinkle, they do not shrink, they're just, oh, I want to sleep in these and just wear them, eat them, breathe them. I want to be comfort color t-shirts. A lot of you had mentioned that the sororities use these t-shirts quite often, and I can see why. They're so ridiculously comfortable, and I bought some off of Amazon, and a lot of the colors are like starting to sell fast, so if you want some, go buy them now. Oh, actually, I forgot to show a foundation that I don't like. Sorry, this is a little bit out of order. It's in my drawer entitled Recent Bad. It is the Il Maquillage foundation. It was just a very drying, very full coverage foundation. Didn't love this, didn't love the concealer in particular, was not a big fan of that. Maybe if you have oily skin, this might be something that you enjoy, but like I just was not a fan of this and how it looked on the skin, and considering the price and everything. And also they go on and on with how they can like perfectly shade match you and everything, but this got so dark on my skin just over the course of the application itself. So didn't really love that either. Wasn't a big fan of the product, and yeah, I don't know. Not worth the hype in my opinion. Just realized on my way downstairs I should probably share with you this guy, this moon lamp. My children, I didn't expect them to love it as much as they do, and they love it. They use it in they'll make like a little house in the closet, and they'll use this to kind of light it up, and it's been so awesome. Ooh, don't break it, Rachel. And again, I didn't think it was like that special, but I have to mention it because they use it so much. All right, we are now downstairs in my little office area because I have a couple of products here that are very important to me. Number one is my love, one of my favorite products of all time of 2021, and that is my Ember Mug. Is this an excessively expensive mug? Yes, it is. Do I rely on it entirely for my coffee consumption? Yes, I do. Also worth noting, Chris, who doesn't buy into many of these types of products, bought one for himself. He loved it so much. I may or may not be buying everyone an Ember Mug for Christmas. Feel very Oprah. You get an Ember Mug and you get an Ember Mug. This mug, by the way, it has a little charging station. So the whole premise behind this is that it keeps your coffee warm, or tea, or whatever it is. You can specify the temperature if you want on the app. I don't use the app myself. You don't need to. It just doesn't sync up super well, and I don't need my coffee to be like a specific temperature, so I'm fine with like not using it at all. It comes with like a little light. You can see mine is sort of that purple color. That's how I can tell mine is mine, and Chris's is blue. So I just click the little bottom if I can't tell whose is whose. And it just sits here at my desk in this little like charging station. You can see it's like starting to charge when it turns red like that. And that's where I have my morning coffee. And so for me, and I can like, I want to get one for my sister for Christmas. Lauren, don't watch this, but I want to get her one because she is a busy mom and she's constantly running around the house and doing 10 million things. And I feel like having something like that, it's a nice experience to come back to a nice warm cup of coffee when you're busy doing 100 things at once. And you can just leave it. For me, I leave mine at my desk because then if I'm like editing or whatever, I can just constantly have hot coffee. And then if I take it around the house or whatever, it stays warm for a good solid amount of time. And it has made such a difference to me. And that's why I speak so passionately about it. So anyway, yes, Ember Mug. Love it. I'm just mad that I finished my coffee already and I couldn't show you like the actual coffee in it, but I use it every single day, I swear. All right, now moving on, after my speech on the Ember Mug, I want to talk about this planner. This is the Bliss Family Planner, which I used actually fairly recently in one of my more recent videos. And this is a planner sheet that I got off of Amazon. It is a family-run business. I'm gonna turn around so you guys can actually see, but it has like a little section for top priorities, which week it is, the different days of the week, self-care, you can assign certain tasks. I tend to put all my appointments at the bottom in a certain color, and then I will list out the different things that I have to do on each particular day up at the top, and that way it's really easy for me to kind of assess how chaotic the week is gonna be. I'm not showing you a done one because I don't want to spoil all my videos for you. But for me and my brain, I find it's a lot easier seeing sort of a list of, okay, what is the most important thing to get done? I don't have to get 1,000 things done, but these 3 things are gonna make a big impact. And it's important for me to see those things and be like, I completed that. Not everything is done, but that's okay. So I have been going through these every single week, and they have a bunch of different options on their little Amazon store, and it's been awesome. I really enjoyed this one. And then I need to talk about a product that I judged it too soon. Me and Husky here. Get out of here. My house is crawling with all sorts of kids' toys. Is this little neck massager right here. Originally, I wasn't vibing with it. It wasn't my thing. I didn't use it that much. And then I threw out my back because, okay guys, don't laugh at me, but okay, so hold on, story. I don't work out. I don't exercise at all other than like running around after kids and stuff like that. But I've decided very recently that I want to be in better health, not for myself, though that should be the priority, but because Julie is getting older and I want her to have a good role model for someone who takes care of themselves and their physical fitness and just being a healthy, active person. I think that that's important. And so I was swimming in my parents' pool. Not even a lot. I was just treading water and I threw out my shoulder. So that feels great. I'm so fit. Maybe I'll bring my sister on like Instagram and she can train me and we can all laugh at me attempting to do exercises. Would anyone want to watch that? Do you want to exercise with me? Because I don't want to do it by myself. Anyway, I threw out my back and my sister, who's a chiropractor, could see me in a couple of days to kind of adjust me. But until that point, I needed something aggressive on my shoulders. And this guy right here did the job. That was a really long-winded story for a neck massager. So it has a little on button right here, and you can see little knob things start to spin around. Oh, it's stuck on the cord. Hang on. Okay, yeah, there we go. It looks terrifying from this angle. It looks like some sort of weird alien. But these little balls right here, so there's like a space in here for your spine, and then you can put it on the shoulders, on the back, wherever you want. And these things heat up as well, and Connor finds this hilarious when supervised to watch and sort of poke at. They don't get super hot, unfortunately. I wish they were a little hotter, but like everything else, I really like it. They change direction, I think every minute or so. It's good construction, it looks nice, it works really well. It has these little loops if you want to use it to like keep it down, and I just like play on my phone while I'm doing it. But it really helped my back out and just made it feel so much better. And so I keep it here. My sister-in-law also uses this a lot when she comes and visits or works here. And I've really been enjoying it. I was wrong. Should have been using it more. Chris was correct, although it did make him look like a T-Rex. But I am very curious what products you have been absolutely loving for 2021. What's something that you keep going back to that you think is fantastic, has made your life better, improved it in some way? Leave a comment down below. We can share all of our favorites and just like have a big running list in this video of all like the best products of 2021. I will link all the products that I talked about today in the info bar. If you are interested, you can go and check those out. Check out these videos on the side in case you have missed any. And that is everything. I hope you are having a fantastic day, and I will see you all in my next video. Love you all. Mwah.